Hello students, welcome again to our channel. In this video, we will be discussing about the as we have mentioned the topic of this video, which is surface area and volume of the solids. ठीक है? But before starting this chapter, before starting this video, we need to understand what are the solids. And you know about the 2D figures and the 3D figures. 2D it means two-dimensional figures, in which we study about the rectangles and squares, circles. These are the two-dimensional figures. But in this video we have to understand about the 3D figures, which are solids. But before starting the solids, description of solid, we need to understand this 2D figures and the formula for these figures. Okay, so as we know about the rectangle, in rectangle there are two dimensions, length and breadth. And for this we know that the area of rectangle is length into breadth. Okay, we can also write it like L into B. And we also know about the perimeter of rectangle, perimeter, which is equals to 2 into length plus breadth. It can be written as 2 into L plus B. These are the formula for the area of rectangle and the perimeter of the rectangle. Similarly, if you have to find the diagonal of the rectangle by using the Pythagoras theorem, you can also find the diagonal of the rectangle. So, the formula for diagonal of rectangle, you can use the formula of L square plus B square, because if you see, we know that all the angles of a rectangle are of 90 degree. It means in this triangle we can apply the right angle, we can apply the Pythagoras theorem. And as we know, what is the Pythagoras theorem? The Pythagoras theorem is the this is the hypotenuse, and hypotenuse in Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse is the square of, hypotenuse is the sum of square of the length and breadth, as we have written over here. So you can find the diagonal of a rectangle by using this formula. These three formulas are for the rectangle, but in square we can also apply this formula. Before starting the formula, we need to understand the property of a square. What is the square? Square is the type of rectangle in which all the sides of rectangle are equal. It means, suppose we are taking sides of rectangle as x and x. It means all the sides of rectangle is of x. Okay, x unit. Let me make a heading. This one was for rectangle. Here we are describing the square. So if we have to find the area of square, so by using the formula of rectangle, we can find the value of square. We can find the formula of square. Okay, area of rectangle. What was the area of rectangle? It was length into breadth. But in the case of square, we have length and breadth both are equal. So we will use x into x, and it will become x square. So we can say that the area of square is equals to side square also. You can say side square. Okay, this was the area. Now if we come to perimeter, perimeter can be described from this formula. We have 2 into L plus B, but in the case of square, we have length is also equal to x and breadth is also x. It will become 2 into x plus 2 becomes 2x, and it will finally becomes 4x. So the formula of perimeter of a square is equal to 4x, or you can say 4 into side, isn't it? Now we have find out the formula of area and perimeter of a square. But one more thing, which is diagonal. Diagonal of a square. Again, we can find the diagonal of square by using the formula of diagonal for the rectangle. It was root over L square plus B square, and in the case of square we have L is equals to x, therefore it will become x square, and B is also equals to x, it will become x square. Now we can write it like x square plus x square becomes 2x square, and finally it can be written as root 2x, or you can finally say that root 2 into side. This was the formula for the diagonal of a square. So these were all this formula written on the board was for the two-dimensional figures. But for the in the case of solid surfaces like 3D figures, we will use this formula to derive the formula of the solid shapes. Okay. Okay. We have discussed about the 2D figures and their formula for their area, perimeter, and the diagonals. One thing was left, which was circle. I forgot to explain it. Sorry for that. Suppose there is a circle having the radius r, and I think you know about the radius of a circle. The distance from the center to the any point on the circle. The distance between the point. The distance between the center and the any point of the circle is known as the radius, which is represented as r, which is known as radius, and a line touching both the end, touching on a line which 2 points are on the circle passing through the center is known as diameter. And diameter is always twice of a radius. It means you can say that D is equals to 2r. Okay. Now, if we have to find the area of a square, we need to remember one formula for area of square, area of circle. So area of circle is equals to pi r square. Okay. Now for and the circumference. Actually, in circle we as we were using the perimeter for the parallelogram, rectangle, or square, but in the case of circle we use circumference instead of perimeter. So in the for the formula for circumference, of circle, which will be denoted by C, is equals to 2 pi r. But what does it mean? What does it mean by the circumference? The circumference is the total length. Suppose I stretch the circle like this. Suppose we have circle. If we open this both the ends and we stretch it like this. Suppose this one is A and B, and we stretch this line as D, like a line. So it will represent the circumference of the circle, and the formula for this will be the 2 pi r. Okay. Now, so we have discussed the area of circle, which is pi r square, and the circumference of circle is 2 pi r. We can find out another formula for the circumference, which can be written as pi into 2r. And 2r is equals to diameter. So we can also call it like pi into d. This one is also formula for the circumference of the circle. So this was all about the 2D figures, in which we have discussed about the rectangle, square, and the circle. But now in this chapter, because we are discussing the syllabus of class 10 of CC board, that's why we have to discuss about the solid surfaces, surface area and volume of the solids. So in solid, we will discuss about the three-dimensional figure. What are three-dimensional figures? So three dimensional figures are the figures having three dimensions. Like suppose we have a room. So in room there are three dimensions are there, which is length, breadth and height. Suppose I am drawing a cuboid. Okay, you can say this is the model of a room. Okay, so suppose this is the length, this one is breadth and this one is height. So a figure having the length, breadth and height, or you can say a figure having three dimensions are known as solid surfaces or solid figures. So in this video we are going to discuss about the solid surfaces, in which we will discuss about the cuboid. Next may be cube. The only difference between the cuboid and cube is that in cuboid it may be possible that all three dimensions, length, breadth and height, can be of different size or can be of different length, but in the case of cube it is compulsory to have all these three dimensions equal. It means you need to have length, breadth and height, all these three dimensions should be equal. It means suppose we are taking x, x and x. These are the length, breadth and height of a cube. Okay, so in this video we will only discuss about the cuboid and cube, but after this video, in next video we will discuss about the cylinder, cone and the sphere. So let us start with the cuboid. Let me erase it. After that I will discuss about the cube and cuboid one by one. So let us start with cuboid. The first solid surface which we are going to discuss is cuboid. Okay, let me draw a cuboid over here. Suppose okay, we have drawn a cuboid over here. In this we have three dimensions. I am representing them. The length is represented by L, this one is breadth which is represented by B, and this one is height which is represented by H. There are certain things which need to remember while solving or while discussing the or finding out the formula of any formula for the cuboid. The things are, in the cuboid we have total number of vertices, 4 and 4, 8. So in a cuboid we have 8 vertices. Okay, you can see the points. What is vertex? Vertex is the corner where two or more than two lines are meeting at a point. So you can see these corners where more than two lines are meeting at a point. These corners are known as the vertices. So in a cuboid we have 8 vertices. Now edges. So how many lines are you able to see in this cuboid? If I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 edges. Okay, it means 12 straight lines. Can you see straight lines? I think you will be able to see the 12 lines. If you can't, it will be 12 lines. So these straight lines are known as the edges. So we have 8 vertices and 12 edges. Similarly, how many surfaces are there, which we call face? Okay, so you can see 1, 2, sorry, I am not writing, it will be confusing. So you can see there are 6 faces. The first one is in front of you, and second will be behind this surface, behind this plane, which will be the second part. In top, third. On the bottom, 4, and the left side 5, and the right side will be the 6. So there are 6 faces on this cuboid. Okay, this was the special things regarding of cuboid, but we need to find the formulas for the how many formula can we find for a cuboid. So formula for the cuboid may be for the volume and total surface area, lateral surface area, volume, total surface, lateral surface area. These are some volume, total surface area. I am writing it, explaining total surface area. LSA stands for lateral surface area. Sometimes it is called as area of 4 walls. Area of 4 walls. So firstly we will find the formula. We'll try to find out the formula for the volume. So what is volume? Before finding out the formula, we need to know about the volume. What is volume? So any object which is made of any material, total amount of material which will needed to form that substance or that object is known as the volume. Okay. Volume. So I was explaining about the volume. So the volume is the quantity of material which is used to form any object simply, or if I say simply to form a formula for a volume, it can be said that area of base into height. This formula will be applicable for all the figures or all the solid surfaces. Okay. In the case of cuboid, if we need to find the volume of this cuboid, firstly we need to find the area of base. Then we will multiply the area of base by height. Then we will get the formula of the volume. In this cuboid, you can see this is the base of the cuboid. Okay, and the base of the cuboid is the form of rectangle. You can see this, the base of the cuboid is of rectangular form. So what is the formula for the area of a rectangle? Okay, as we know, the area of rectangle is length into breadth, and the area of the rectangle is length into breadth, so we can write it like L into B, and the height is h. So we can say the formula of a volume of a cuboid is length into breadth into height. Length into breadth into height. Okay, this is the formula of volume for the cuboid. So moving further, after volume, we'll come to total surface area. Total surface area of a cuboid. So as I told you earlier that there are 6 surfaces or 6 faces. So if we have to find the total surface area, we need to find the area of all the surfaces. Then we will add all this area. Then we will get the total surface area. So we have 6 surfaces. The bottom surface is and all the 6 surfaces are in the form of rectangle. So you can see this one is length and breadth in the form of rectangle. this is also a rectangle having the same dimensions. This one is length, this is also length, breadth, breadth. So we have two similar rectangles in the bottom and the top of the cuboid. So we have area for these will be L into B for the bottom of the surface, bottom of the cuboid, and again L into B for the top of the cuboid. Okay. Similarly, in the left side, in the left side we have breadth and height. So the area of this part of the cuboid will be B into H. Similarly, on the right side of the cuboid, this will be also B into H. Okay, again we will add B into H. Now next part we have left is front side. The cuboid of front side, the area of front side of the cuboid will be equal to the area of rectangle, because it is also in the form of rectangle. It will be L into H. You can see this one is length, this one will be the breadth. So the area of front part of the cuboid will be L into H. Similarly, the back side of the cuboid will be also, this one is length and this one is H. So it will be L into H. Now you can see 2 times 2 into L plus B. So we can write it like LB, 2LB. And this one is also 2 times, it will be 2BH, and this will be 2LH. When you take common from all these 3 terms, you will get 2 into LB plus BH plus HL. And this is the formula for the total surface area of the cuboid. Next, the next one is lateral surface area. Lateral surface area of the cuboid. So lateral means continuous sides, continuous surfaces of, when we add all the continuous surface of the cuboid, we will get the total surface, the lateral surface area. It means you can see we have front side, then back side. Suppose for example, we are taking example for lateral surface area in this room in which I am teaching you. In this room we have 4 walls. One is behind me and the second is in front of me. One is left side and the another is right hand side. If we add all the area, if we add the area of all these surfaces, you will get the lateral surface area. It means if you add 4 continuous surfaces, area of 4 continuous surfaces, you will get the lateral surface area. It is also known as area of 4 walls. So in this case we have 4 surfaces, 1, 2, 3, and 1 is back side of the cuboid, 4 surfaces. So we will add these 4 surfaces, area of 4 surfaces. For this we have B into H plus, for the front of the cuboid we have L into H. Again, right side of the cuboid we have B into H, and again we have back side of the cube L into H. We have 2 times B into H, it means it will become 2BH, and 2 times LH, it will become 2 into LH. Now we can take common from these 2 terms. We will have 2 into B plus L and H. Simply it can be written as 2 into L plus B into H. So this is the formula of lateral surface area of a cuboid or area of 4 wall of a cuboid. So if you see it, you will see that this is the formula for the perimeter of rectangle. It means you can say that area of 4 wall will be equal to perimeter of base into height. Okay, I have made some mistakes over here. I have written H, and but here it is also will be H. So the formula for the lateral surface area of a cuboid will be 2 into L plus B into H, or you can say that the area of four walls, or also can say that LSA, lateral surface area, will be equals to perimeter of base into height. It means if you multiply the height by perimeter of this rectangular base, you will get the area of four walls. So this was all about the cuboid, in which we have discussed about the volume, total surface area and the lateral surface area. Okay.
कल पढ़ाना भी